Did you miss me? Did I mean be real, be real. Y'all. So last night, as you know, I went to Wine and Design, Paint and Sip, honey, and I got my thing. And I did. I enjoyed myself with my family. My stepmother was there, and my little sister was there. So, and the big one, the big loud one, she was there. And honey, I had one too many drinks, so I said, "Damn, I'm just gonna sit in, get a little rest, watch a couple movies, cause you know Sunday TV don't be popping like that. Uh, that's most days. TV ain't popping like that. So I actually saw the little movie Coco today. I haven't really been to the movies this year and saw anything. Just like I went to go Redbox. I said I'm gonna go rent Black Panther. Yes, I know. Boo, how you ain't gonna go see Black Panther? You ain't support this, that, and the third. Listen, don't come at me talking about something. You can't get in Wakanda because you ain't never seen Black Panther and you was invalid because, child, we don't own none of that anyway. So all that Wakanda Forever stuff y'all was talking about, yeah, you Wakanda, but they didn't really go to us besides the actors. So you just back up off me for like 2 seconds. Okay, because anyways, so this little movie, oh my god! First of all, I want to give a shout out to Disney Pixar because they've been doing it. I mean, for real, for years, for decades now. Disney and Pixar have linked up since like the 90s, honey. Um, we'll get to that, but they've really been doing a good job. So before we get started, subscribe to my channel, okay? And click that little bell because the little bell gonna let you know the next time I come up over here. And I need you to be known. I need you to be part of this notification squad. I need you to be in the know how, in the know why, in the know what. You know what I'm talking about? Well, if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, child. It is Sunday night, and yes, I got this bonnet on. And if you don't like it, that's your problem. Okay. So Coco is about a movie about um, Miguel is a little Hispanic boy, and his great grandfather messed the music up for the whole family because he left his great grandmama stranded. The child talking about he want to go play music and stuff. See how people do? They leave you and go about their business. And you don't never hear from them again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. After you didn't help them and everything. This thing I give you just gonna leave me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he looks no more. I'm gonna say about 10. He's real little 10, 11 years old. And Coco is actually his great grandmother. She just as cute as she smothered the pocket the moo. She was so cute with her little braids. That's how my grandma braid her hair up at night after she done brushed it and stuff. Oh, yes, honey. But she was so cute, but Coco has Alzheimer's, child. She don't remember a lot of things, and it's like, dang, y'all, Disney, y'all ain't finna be tugging at my heart and stuff. But she just as cute as she could be, y'all. So Miguel, he loves music, but you know they family has sworn off music. We gonna be making shoes, cause that's the legacy that your great grandmother had to leave behind because she's like her man is gone and she need to find a way to feed her child, and making shoes was how she provided for her daughter Coco. So she passed that down to her daughter. Coco that passed down to her daughter, and then it's just generations of shoemakers, honey. And and they don't listen to music, which I don't know how I would get through work without my music, child. It just be no production whatsoever going on because I need something, a hum, child. I like to say something, but this is a child movie review, so ain't gonna be. But that humming then got us in a lot of trouble. They was like, oh, they like working out here in the fields. They humming and stuff and singing. If you didn't catch that, I'm not gonna repeat it. Um. So yeah. So the little boy Miguel, he goes downtown to shine shoes for a little extra money. And it's this guy from, I don't know what they call him, I'm sorry, mariachi band, and he fly. He got like this little royal blue outfit on with the sombrero, with the blue royal blue sombrero with the gold on designs on. I was like, he fly though. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. And he was trying to get the little boy to play in the talent show that was happening that night. So he was like, no, my grandmother, my family never let me do this. And so he said, go ahead and try. It's your chance. It's your moment. And so soon as he grabs child, as soon as he grabbed that daggone guitar, his grandmama, his uncles, the whole family come. Thank you. His whole family come from out of nowhere. And child, when I'm outside of the club, and you think I'm up on, and grandma rolled up on him, and she was like, "Get your A double snakes to the house, cause we ain't gonna have none of this." I told you. And when I say she, the little guy in the sombrero, child, she janked him up, beat him down, honey, for her grandchild with a flip flop, honey. And I said, honey, Mexican grandmas don't play. I forgot what they call them in Spanish, cause I'm not that good at Spanish. Some stuff I understand. I understand it when they say it, but honey, she was not playing with him with that flip flop. She beat him down. Okay. Grandma said, child, auntie said, don't, you better stay away from my nephew. I think that's his great aunt or something like that. Anyway, she beat him down with this shoe. Now I know my grandma was swift. My grandma never beat us with like belts and stuff, but she was very talented with a fly swatter. And ask my siblings, Thor Jane don't play. So I know, even though his great aunt was older, that still didn't stop her from clapping back with this damn shit. I mean, this give me this shit. So that night, he went in the house, and this is a little mangy dog named Deontay. I said Deontay, Dante, that follows him around, and he done snuck Deontay in the house, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna compete in this competition, cause Eduardo De La Cruz, um, I love him. He's like the best singer in all the world and all that stuff. So he's playing, and Miguel can play, y'all. Miguel got talent. I was like, oh, look at you. Don't you finna give me the crying though, cause first time my niece sang Moana, what's that little song? And I know if I she almost crying on the phone because she can really sing. She's 9. I was like, but that baby was playing that guitar, I lie that to you. So he trying to hide him and Dante. It's the Day of the Dead, and it's tradition uh, for them to put their loved ones' pictures up, a lot of candles, a lot of prayers, and they go sit with them. It's basically their remembrance and memorial day for their lost and loved one, and it's beautiful. It really is, and they have all these flowers and stuff. So his family has their own for their family, and Dante child trying to eat some of the food they done set out for the dead, and accidentally knocks over the table where a picture of his great great grandmother and his grandfather uh, falls down and breaks. And he like, Lord have mercy, because he trying to hide stuff. So he picks up the picture and sees that the torn picture has a guitar, the guy with the guitar in it. And so he's like, this is Mr. De La Cruz. I'm De La Cruz's great great grandson. That explains why I love music. And he goes on the roof. He's like, I'm a De La Cruz, and it's in our blood. And the family was like, we're not dealing with this on board, because music tried to ruin our family, and we're not gonna have you doing this. We're not gonna have you playing music or singing. Excuse me. So, um, his great aunt child, she was not here for the Is that his great aunt? It's his aunt, child. There was too many people in the family. It was just way too many, child. But she breaks his guitar because she didn't want him to go play in the talent show that night. She said, you was just not finna do that. And that broke his heart. And he said, I don't want to be a part of this family. Oh, and he ran away, run away, love. Run away, love. Sang Mariah, I mean not Mariah, Mary J. But child, I felt so bad for him after she broke that. I'm like, dang, y'all ain't have, you could have just took it from him. You ain't have to break the guitar. So he runs away and he runs into the competition, and the competition is like, well, you can't play if you don't have a guitar. So he tries to go and borrow one from the other people compete, and you know how people is. They ain't trying to let you hold on their stuff. They ain't trying to let you be better than them. They ain't trying to let you be great. No way. Now I said it. I know. Boo. Boo me for the truth if you want to. That's you living the lie. That has nothing to do with me. So he goes into this big old memorial building of De La Cruz and takes down his guitar. And somebody's like, hey, somebody stole his guitar. I know. And so he's like paranoid. So he tries to run out and he thinks they are he strummed the guitar, so like these little pedals just lit up off the floor, like ooh, big boom. That's all he did. And so he go outside and he's walking through people. He's like, what is going on? And they are the dead. It's the dead of the dead. These are spirits he's walking amongst. And so he runs into his aunts and uncles and cousins from great, you know. And so he's like, I need a guitar. I need they tell him he needs a blessing from them, whatever. So he goes with his family into like the world of the dead and all this. And who is at the gates? Child can't get in. It's his great grandmother because the picture fell. So basically, if your picture's not up on the Day of the Dead, don't nobody remember you. So you kind of like you can't get in to you can't go to the Day of the Dead and sit with your family and stuff. You can't even get crossed. So she sees him. She's like, "Oh, I want you to go home, and I want you to promise me that you never, ever gonna play music again." And he just like, and she was just about to give him his blessing so he can go back home and not be in the underworld or whatever you want to call it, and child, land of the dead. We gonna call it that. So they called it underworld. I don't like none of those movies. I know, boo. I didn't care for none of those. Um. So he lied to us, said, okay. And as soon as he got his arms back on the guitar, as soon as he went back home, he basically said, I'm gonna be good. And as soon as he get back home, he sees the guitar and he runs to it and runs back right back into the land of the dead. And they like, so 2 seconds after you told me you never gonna play music a day again in your life, you lied and you right back. And he's like, well, I want to play music. I want to be like De La Cruz. And his family's just like, child. So he said, you know what? If y'all won't give me the blessing to play music, I'm finna find Mr. De La Cruz, who unfortunately got crushed by a bell at his own concert, child, singing Remember Me. Ain't that? That's too much of a coincidence to just die singing your song called Remember Me. Ooh, that's horrible. So he runs out, him and the dog child Dante, and they run into a guy named Hector who basically he's been forgotten by his family, and he wants when Miguel goes back into the land of the living to put his picture up so they remember him, and he won't disappear forever. So they make a deal if he can help him find De La Cruz and get his blessing. then he's gonna put his picture up. So his family is looking for him. Miguel just ran all the way. He just ran away from all aspects of his family. But they got these guardians. Lord have mercy. This his great great grandmother's guardian was like this big old cat, huge with dragon wings on it, real pretty colors and animated. But honey, to sniff out where he is, so him and this Hector guy, Hector seems like a little uh how can you say it? Hustler, okay? Cause I mean that's just what he was. And they get to this other guy. They didn't show his name, and he looked like he was sick. But I'm like, how is he sick if he already dead? Because they need a guitar for the little boy to play for at Mr. De La Cruz, and they play him a song. Hector plays him a song, and he can play. I'm like, oh, God, Hector can play. They try to make it like he won't nobody. And he played, and next thing you know, the man died, and again, and turned into dust. So they end up finally getting to after they've been chased around the city because everybody's looking for this boy who's not really dead, but he really will be dead if he don't get this picture back and this blessing from his ancestors by the time dawn hit. So everybody looking for this little boy. So he tried to get in there by just saying I'm De La Cruz's great grandson, and they threw his ass because him and Hector fell out for a second because he thought Hector was trying to play him, and it really wasn't the case. Hector was trying to save him from De La Cruz, and when he finally did get to him, he was playing the song "Child." Remember me and fell in the pool. So everybody was turned around and looked, and he's like, "Oh, you know who I am?" He's like, "Yeah, you're the little boy who everybody's been talking about." He's like, "Well, I'm your great great grandson," and he's just like, "Oh, my great great granddad." And cha. So Hector, he does one of his little Masters of the Skies, honey, with this the lady with the unibrow, and he got her outfit on. That's how he got in. And he told her he had lost the dress, but he didn't. He kept it for himself. Oh, you horrible Hector. Uh, so as Miguel and De La Cruz is upstairs talking, Hector shows up, and his De La Cruz face whole face changed. And he's like, Hector. He's like, yeah. He's like, feeling nervous and stuff. So Miguel has watched all of De La Cruz's movies. And somehow they got on the subject talking about heaven and earth, and the scene comes up, and he's like, "Oh, poison, yeah." So the little boy basically sheds light on, you killed Hector, and you took his songs. See, now. See what I'm talking about? People, how people do you and cut your throat. And apparently they was best friends. And come to find out, De La Cruz had poisoned Miguel's. Didn't know that was his great granddaddy at the time, but he had poisoned him and took his music book and became the huge De La Cruz star that he is. And it was just real sad. So he was like, God, since the little boy, exposed it, that he had killed his friend, he was like, God's come and dispose of him. And so then he was like, where were we? And he was about to give Miguel his blessing. And then he calls the guards on Miguel, was like, get rid of him too. So child, oh my God, it was so horrible. He threw Miguel in like this pit, and him and Hector's like, I'm so sorry. But his great great grandmother ended up finding them, and Dante, Lord, that little mangy dog, found them in this pit. So his great grandmother's like Hector, and he's like, oh, I forgot. I think her name was Child, I ain't gonna mess that girl name up. But she like, don't be trying to be nice to me after you done left me. And you left me with my child. And come to find out Hector is his great granddaddy and Coco is his daughter. I'm like, and they have to get his picture. They try to get his picture from De La Cruz so he can take it back home with him. And child, so they devise a plan to go get this picture. And his granddaddy trying to be all levered up on his great grandma, and she was just like, "Child, you better go about your business." And Hector falls and is like, the more his daughter has Alzheimer's now, she don't remember him, and so he's just fading away. And child, they finally make it to the event, and his great great grandmother gets the picture, and she's on the ledge with this picture, and this little, I guess the little thing that P. Diddy fell through at the awards, and she went up on stage, and the security guards is trying to get her, but they in the dark, and she has a spotlight on her, and she has this picture of her man, and De La Cruz like, get her off the stage, and so she's singing and stuff, and then he come up there trying to act like he dancing with her, trying to get this picture. Excuse me. And the family ended up getting the picture back, but Miguel falls um, out into this ledge, po baby, and they trying to fight this man to get this picture back, and Hector's fading away. Oh, it was so horrible. But the twin skeletons, they cute. They turned the camera on De La Cruz while he was talking. It's like, who cares if I killed him and took his music? Who cares if um, nobody nobody knows you, nobody who know who you are. So what if I killed you and blah blah blah, and I kill you too, I kill your grandson too. And child basically took the little boy and flung his ass off the side of the damn ledge. And everybody, the counselor is seeing this because it's on camera. The world, that dead world, whatever, is saying this. That they big superstar is a fraud. He stole the music and he killed to be a star. So he come back on stage like, like, so did you miss me? And they like, boo, and he still ain't getting it. And somebody call him a murderer, and he just started trying to sing. And next thing you know, they started throwing tomatoes on this little suit child. Ooh. And they was like, you a murderer child, you just threw that child off the ledge. Y'all need to get him up out of here. So the spirit, his great great grandmother's spirit guardian, that big cat with the dragon wings, child took his by his little leg and flung him, and he ended up getting crushed like he died by a bell, a huge bell, and everybody's like, "Yay!" So Miguel ended up having to go back. So Hector died because the picture was lost. The picture failed when he failed. It was just like, no. Get out of my life. Get out. Give me a moment. So, Hector's all, I mean, not Hector, Miguel's all upset because his great great grandfather is gone now. He could not get the picture back to Coco in time. So he's like, you remember? He's like, you remember? Like George Lopez, you remember? So she just sitting there. First of all, when he first got back home, his family is all, Miguel, don't go in there. I'm thinking that his great that Coco had died. I was like, this too much. This is just too much. Don't tell me she died overnight. Y'all just, oh, please, please. So he trying to tell her, you remember your papa? He used to sing to you, and she just sitting there. She looking like she about to go. And I said it. Yeah, damn it, fight me. I know. So I'm like, and I'm me all emotional. You gonna have to play the guitar for a baby, cause he got the guitar in his hand, De La Cruz guitar in his hand, and he's like, Grandma, and he plays for Remember Me because Hector wrote that song for his daughter, for Coco. That was his song, their song together. And he started singing to her and playing to her. And honey, she came back to life. She knew word for word. First of all, Paul Disney, you're not gonna be tugging at my emotions like that. Yes, I cried. I did. Cause I was like, oh my God. I have not had Disney tugging my tears like this since Lion King. And, oh my God, y'all. Y'all know I'm a 90s baby. So y'all know Lion King was a good movie from around my days. Probably the best Disney movie ever. Let's just put it that way. Okay, I don't know if they could ever top Lion King because it talked about life and death and watch out for snakes and haters. But when Simba went down and said, Dad, get up. You want it no more, Lord. So, child, and when she came back and popped up and started singing, she started talking about her dad. And I remember, and he used to sing this to me, and this was our, this was our song. So, she remembered her father. Okay, so the next year they show Miguel got a little sister. Now she just cute. She looked like the little girl off Boss Baby with the black hair. Oh, she was cute. But and Miguel just singing, and he has a beautiful voice. To whoever that little boy was to play him. And the next day, the dead child, De La Cruz child, they didn't put across his whole little memorial, forget you, child, after they found out the truth that you on who you ain't that player you say you is. Cause I know, and I know, I know. And they had his kind of find out first of all, Coco had the other piece of the picture. It was ripped all these years, and she had it. So they put the picture back together and put it up there. Is his great grandmother and his great great grandfather Hector, and they even showed that in the Land of the Dead, Hector finally got to get through and be with his family. He did, and his girl was waiting on him. She gave him some sugar with them big old skeleton lips. Like, hey, boo. Hey, Mr. Ogilvy. And so it was a happily ever after. It really was. I liked the movie. Oh my God, I really, really, really liked that movie. It was very good. Dante finally became a spirit guide. I was kind of sad about that. I thought he had died because I said he did look like he had a little mange or something. But they came back to the land of the living, and the big spirit guy with the wings, honey, was nothing but a little bit old kitty cat. Now, I look at you, Chuka Puka Noo Noo. Hmm. Tell me what you guys thought about this movie. Tell me what you guys thought about my review chair, cause you know, girl, I got to get it, okay? I gotta let y'all know what be going on. Even though this movie been out probably what, a year or so, this is my first time seeing this, so that's gonna be my little thing, my little Sunday night movie review. So y'all get ready for next week, honey, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.